Well, Stephen has the unenviable job of predicting the Premiership scores before every weekend on the BBC Sport website. It's been a tough few weeks. 2-1 to Inverness he went for as Hearts made the trip north. This is what actually happened. Commentary comes from Rob McLean.
It's the Inverness County Thistle team which won 3-0 at Motherwell on Wednesday night with a last-minute change of goalkeeper after Wayne Vaughan-Williams was injured in the warm-up. 19-year-old Cammy Mackay takes over. Robbie Nielsen changes the front two for Hearts. Tony Watt and Connor Salmon start on the bench, replaced by Bjorn Jonsson and Robbie Muirhead. Tansi's pass. Now Polworth. On the overlap, Carl Tremarco, and there's Dumbuya going really close to the opening goal. Big improvements in the French striker, and close here to scoring again. That's David Raven, Tremarco's replacement. Polworth, Draper, Raven, great strike. Caley Thistle ahead inside 15 minutes, and it's David Raven's first goal in 14 months, and that's what you call impact off the bench. Cleared by Mackay, the former Hearts player. On from Vigurs, Polworth, it's Dumbuya, and it's 2-0. 3 goals in 3 games for the Frenchman. And Hearts are in big bother now. 32 minutes on the clock. Caley Thistle 2, Hearts 0. They lost 2-0 at Kilmarnock in midweek, 2-0 down here. Can they find a way back? Don Cowie. Bjorn Jonsson with a chance! And that changes the complexion. 7 minutes away from half-time in Inverness. Hearts will feel they're back in the game. Inverness sliced open by one simple pass. Jonsson strikes. Walker. In from Fekal. Riras! It's gone all the way. It was aimed at the head of Bjorn Jonsson. Don't think he got a touch. And Cammy Mackay flinging across a despairing left glove. But it goes in. It's a first Hearts goal for Riras. It's 2 goals each. Polworth. Away from Zoom, finding Draper. Brad Mackay. Draper again. Polworth, great effort. Spectacular from the homebred midfielder. Sadly for him, straight at Jack Hamilton. In goes Riras against Dumbuya. And the Inverness striker comes out on top. That's Vigurs with the up and under. Awkward for Don Cowie. Doran comes out on top and puts Inverness in front again. What a remarkable game this is. And what a sweet moment for Aaron Doran, who's had a torturous time with injuries. Back on the top team scene and now back among the goals. Arno Zoom, kept out by Meekings. Walker's shot blocked. Real pressure on Inverness. Jonsson's cross, it flicked off Meekings. And that went dangerously close to the far post. Hearts pressing again for an equaliser. Jonsson. Tony Watt to the byline. Cuts it back for Bjorn Jonsson. And at full stretch. And that is some stretch. He couldn't quite get the finishing touch to that. Here come Hearts again. Ozturk. Rossi. Cowie. Zoom takes aim and scores. Goal number 6. And it's 3 goals each in Inverness. Arno Hume through the legs of Meekings, and that flew past Mackay. Maybe one last chance to turn 1 point into 3. Inverness get it clear. Hume shot, and Don Cowie, the Highlander, had the chance to score a late winner for Hearts, but it's going to finish 3 goals each.
Absolutely delighted with the performance. A better performance than against Motherwell at all. We started the game very, very well. We scored 3 fantastic goals, and if it wasn't for a couple of mistakes from us, we would have won the game. So I'm delighted with the lads.
I thought it was only going to be a 1-1 at the end. Even when we get back to it went 3-2 Inverness, we get the goal back pretty quickly, and we created a lot of chances. So when you go 2-0 down, you come away with a point, you're always happy. But I think with the flow of the whole game, you know, the disappointment is that we didn't take 3.
Inverness making some amends after their thumping at Tynecastle earlier in the season. That Hearts conceded 5 goals in the last 2 games, Michael. Do they have problems at the back?
Well, certainly in the last couple of games they have. I wouldn't say that, of course, across the season that there's been too many, but when you play with a full-back like Callum Paterson, we all know that going forward is the real strength of his game. He just doesn't match the runner here at Raven, and he gets punished in, very, very badly in the ultimate fashion with conceding the goal. This is more where he's comfortable, up in the high areas. There's the 2 full-backs. When you play with full-backs like that, your defenders have got to be set up for the counter-attack. Rossi has to drop. He can't go and commit himself. Perry Kitchen's the one that's got to go and confront the ball.
There was other problems though, Mike. Robbie Muirhead here doesn't track the run of Polwarth. John Suter's very deep, but he has to match the run of Dumbuya. Then changes his mind, leaving Dumbuya wide open as he gets drawn towards the ball. Good touch and finish from Dumbuya, but so many things wrong there.
A catalogue of errors, that goal, and all 3 goals in the game were really poor goals. You heard Robbie Nielsen saying disappointing with the way the game flowed. They didn't get 3. Well, the big reason they didn't get 3 was because they didn't defend properly in that game.
Up at the other end, is Robbie Muirhead and Bjorn Johnson the answer, with Connor Salmon and Tony Watt not getting any goals at the moment?
Well, I mean, they've certainly not set the heather on fire with the number of goals they've scored, Watt and Salmon, and I think the change was inevitable, and there was a definite improvement. Well, they scored 3 goals, the team collectively, and I think as a whole they looked more threatening in the final third.
Aaron Doran for Inverness, Stephen, missed most of last season due to injury. Richie Foram's been praising his desire. He's become a leader in the training as well. Impressed by his contribution? Yeah, he's a player I really like. He's getting on the score sheet yesterday after being out for so long. Again, very poor defensively from Hearts, but Doran does well to put Cowie under pressure. Poor from Cowie, but then it's a really composed finish from a player who, has had a horrendous time with injury. He's been out for over a year and just coming back to full fitness now. He's a clever player. He's an inventive player, and a player who will almost be like a new signing for Richie Foran.
Because I think when you look back at when Inverness were flying high under Terry Butcher, this man Doran and Johnny Hayes were the real shining lights on that side. And obviously we've seen what Johnny Hayes has done since he's gone to Aberdeen. He's continued to progress. This guy, as you said, Tom, will be like a new player for Richie Foran, and he'll be delighted to get him back in the side.
Was that a surprise result for you, Michael, in terms of form on both sides, or is it just one of these results that kind of shows how tight this league is?
I think you're right there. It just shows how tight the league is. Inverness have really turned things around since that game at Tynecastle where Hearts, gubbed them 5-1. Hearts, on the whole, I think they'll be quite happy with the way the season's gone so far. Obviously looking to continue to push for second place, though.
OK. That leaves the Ladbrokes Premiership table looking like this. Celtic 9 points clear at the top of the table with a game in hand. Rangers in second spot on 19 points. Ross County now second bottom on 10 points. Dundee bottom on 9, but generally it's all pretty tight. Huge game in the